Hello everybody, my name's Tina and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am having so much fun creating right now. I have videos, I'm just recording videos back to back, and then they are all going to post as part of our new Scrappin' With You kit launch that takes place around the middle of May 2025, and this is being recorded in May. So I'm really excited, but we have a lot to do with all of our kits. This kit is really fun because we have an entire collection of kits that feature full sticker sheets. And these kits are all dropping at an introductory rate of $10. So each kit's only $10, even if you get the whole sticker sheet. So that's really exciting. Now, I did a little bit of pre-work because it takes me a long time to do my foam tape, and I just put a couple on foam tape. I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. I'll bring that back in. I also did a few other things with this particular kit just so that I could save some time on the video. This one is going to hold My Kids Used to Play Iron Chef. And I will share that story with you while I put this together, but you will have girls and boys in your kit, and I'm going to take these two. I'll put the other ones aside that will probably end up in the swap bin at one of my events, and I'm sure someone will love to take those on. All right, so everything that you see here, including this little set that I have, all of these squares, come in the kit. Really, all you want to do is add your adhesive, foam tape. Sometimes I encourage some background stamping, and I feel this kit, I have it ready. It's off to the side. I'll share that. But really just a little bit of bling from your stash. Now, I am a huge supporter of foam tape, of course. Gets me in time trouble. All right. This is a really beautiful textured mini dot papers from My Colors. PhotoPlay's My Colors paper. I love it so much. All right. And we're going to put some pieces in here. Get this one out. All right, we have that green that we have coming across from the other page. And I'm going to put this about 1 inch in. Let me make sure my paper's lined up in the grid. I really enjoy my grids because I'm going to put this 1 1/4 actually. I did the last one at 1, and I did, I have this sketch that's used in several layouts. So I thought this one, let's do small change, little changes, because you can change these up. Another thing you could do is rotate this page and let it, let the photos come across the other way. I didn't think I was off long enough for my glue to dry, but it's always surprising me. I don't know if I do have some coming out. I have a very, very thin line. There we go. I'm going to put this nice brown piece on. All of these colors that are chosen in the layout come from the colors in the sticker sheet. So what's really nice about that is you'll see all of the colors that we're putting on now will highlight the other ones. It'll really give them so much pop no matter what you use. You also have a couple of sticker focals with these circles, and I'll share that as well. Okay. Here we go. I'll add that last piece in our striping designs. There we go. Who said you can't put pink with red? I don't know who they are, but they're wrong. I love it. Okay, so one of the things that I really like about this particular sketch is its versatility. If your photos have a landscape orientation, you can put them on this way. If your photos have portrait, you can just simply turn these pieces. So if you only put them on with a tiny bit of adhesive, you could even pry them off later on. And then even this one here, it's designed so that it goes this way, but if you want to flip it and put them this way, you will be able to do that as well. And that might be something that I do. Now, I have already seen my photos, and I know my photos go this way. So I have landscape photos for this layout. Okay. I want to be all the way over on the green, leaving me a good bit of room over here. And I just want it to kind of cross all three of those colors. I'm going to move it up just a little bit because I have an additional photo that I'm adding here to the bottom. There we go. And then there are some of these circles in your kit. You have a big white, green, and a light blue. And then you have two smaller white ones. Oh, that's some sticky adhesive. And these are to double up just for more dimension and layers. And these are where you'll be able to pick some stickers to put some stickers on there. Okay. I'm going to bring in, I want to see my little guys next to them, because even though my title's Little Chef, I have two of them because they were both going. So I was thinking of putting one chef on this page and then one chef on this page. I'm going to rotate this so that the blue is kind of away from this one. I am liking this so far. Okay. There we go. And this is the way this is designed. You're just going to move it up or down. These are really big images. They're so cute. Those are print then cut images. I really like them. All right, I loaded up some adhesive on here just so you could get an idea of how many photos this is going to hold and what they're going to look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those down. And all I did when I put those 3¼ by 3¼ mats down is I put them 1/8 of an inch away from the sides. So on these 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, that I did my 4 corners, and then I filled my insides in. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I have them all pressed down. Okay. Let's lay out so we can do some embellishing here. I'll put a circle over here and maybe or maybe not a circle there. I might do 2 on this page, actually. Since that one's a little bit busier, I might do 2 on this page. Thinking about that. There we go. Okay, so here's where it really comes in. All my pieces are down. I actually have not put this piece down yet, just in case if I pull something. I have Little Chef. I know I'm going to want to use that. I put that on foam tape, and I am a sucker for banners. I don't know about you guys, but I love banners. Anytime I can get a banner on something, I'm going to put a banner on it. I'm just going to check where I would like my banner. You can attach them in so many ways. You can put them on the bottom of pictures to bring clusters together. You know, at the top, you can do them on angles. You can do them straight across. I really love a banner. I know the more I move this down, the more this picture is going to get covered up. Okay. And I have Little Chef. All right. I think I kind of know which way I'm going to go. Okay. Like I might swap these 2 out, and I might change. I really do like this picture this way. I think I might keep that. I'm going to try number 2. Figured in 2 places I might like this. And now I'm just looking to see if I can kind of go equal around there. Gosh, it looks really good both ways. Okay, my banner over my picture. Move this down just a little bit more. So for this one here, sometimes if I think too much of a picture is going to be blocked, I'll just take it off. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this photo off and say I'm not going to have a photo here. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use this to place my journaling strips. I will place my journaling strips and cut them down. And now my journaling will move here, which gives me more area to kind of cover and work with and play. And that's what I really love about these kits, is you can kind of do anything with it. I feel like I have an extra circle that I may not need, but we're just going to go with it. All right, I can get 2 journaling strips right here. I'm kind of liking this. And that's all I do. I just keep moving my pieces around until I get it. Right? Too many good things. I feel like I'm going to pull this up. There we go. Always playing. Here we go. I want the Little Chef to kind of come over. So I'm moving this up. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to move that up, and then this will give me more room to see where I can put this. I'm not going to push down until I'm 100% ready to go. And these are so big and so cute. Oh, I'm going to do it. Okay. I wasn't sure I was going to do it, but I'm going to do it. We're going to put it right in the center. All right, here we go. Last place we're looking. My picture is back now because my little guy is going to go on there, and we've got all of this. She is going to go here. This one needs to be on some foam tape. We are ready to go. So I have a sketch that I do when I design these, and you will notice that the other one that I'm not sure which order the videos are going because they're dropping each day, but you will see this particular layout multiple times in the release, and it does not look like this. What we do is George does all of the cutting for this, which is amazing, and he prints me what my sketch looks like. So I have a general idea, and it really does help me put these together. But these kits give a tremendous amount of flexibility, and I love that. All right, I definitely want to use the banner, but I don't want the banner with her. So I'm just kind of looking at where I might like to have my banner, and my banner is going to win out on this page over this photo. So I'm bringing my photo down a little bit. And I can always put food here as well. Now, I have him on foam tape, and I have this on foam tape. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. I do like the flexibility, and I could have turned it this way, and I could have put the little chef in here and another little guy in there. Like, they just have a lot of flexibility. Okay. I'm placing that about an inch down, about 1 inch, give or take. I'm just eyeballing it. All right, I'm just going to pull the end ones off and leave the other foam tape unpeeled. And bring that here so I can put my picture under there. I have to put pictures of the food. Okay, for this one, I have this one little piece right in the center. That's all I'm going to peel so I can get all my pictures underneath of this in every direction. My little guy. We still get to add tons of stickers. It's a lot of fun when you get to personalize them, though. I think for me, the versatility of the kits are my favorite. All right, here we go. And I did peel this off, but it's like, it's right there. I won't mind snipping that underneath. This one, I'm just going to do this side. Kind of on top of the pictures a little bit there. There we go. Same thing, just making sure if it overlaps a picture that I'm going to slide in later, that I don't have to deal with the foam tape. I have to deal with it often enough for a lot of my pages, but if I can ever prevent it, I sure try to. All right, I want to move the green, I think, and take this one instead. All right, let's go ahead and grab our stickers in and have fun. You have more stickers than you would ever need. I mean, having an entire sheet of stickers for one layout, it's kind of crazy, right? All right, so this one here says life is a combination of magic and food, and it will fit perfectly on this one right here. I'm going to take the adhesive off my little pouch and add some foam tape. So many stickers. I mean, I like the sweet and the salty, and I kind of almost want to use those as well. All right, so down bottom here, we have lots of little word stickers. There are so many. I know that I love to put photos or things on top of my photos. Layering, I love to layer. Okay, I want to do one first. Because I have so much blue on this side, I think I'm going to go with this right here. There we go. All right, and then I'll be leaning towards this one here. Okay, so down at the bottom we have Bon Appetit, Get Cooking, Eat It, Mommy's Little Helper, Lick the Bowl, Peanut Butter and Jelly, Mix It, Baked with Love, cooking with grandma, yum, macaroni and cheese, sugar and spice. There's a ton here. Like, there's just a ton. Now, one of the things that I think you might appreciate is the words are all hooked together. I don't know about you, but I definitely appreciate that instead of placing every single sticker. Okay. Do that one, and I'm going to do the salty. And since the sweet is a little bit bigger, I'm going to let that go on to my left page. I'm really eyeballing these toasts, I have to tell you. The peanut butter and jelly. I did not think I was going to put all of these words on one layout, but as I saw it coming together, it was just where I wanted to go. I still don't think you could use all of these on one layout. I mean, challenge accepted for someone maybe, but all right. And I had to add the little kids because of the story with my own, and obviously it really does fit this theme, as you know, the theme in itself is you know, kids cooking, of course. So just super cute way to add a little something there. Let you pick your kids. Cooking, fun for a girl and a boy. All right, here we go. All right. So I think I'll do maybe the little salty here. We all know I just lost it, right? Yeah, I might even have to call back up. There it is. And I have the sweet over here. I like the salty actually better over here because I'm going to cover, this gives me more room. So I think I'm going to bring this down here. I like the little chef where it is. We're looking good. Okay, so lots of other things here. I have the stickers that I can work with, or the circles that I can work with stickers, but I'm eyeballing this peanut butter and jelly really hard. Okay, let's get, okay, I see two words that I'm going to use. I love the macaroni. I love the cookies. I think that what I'm ready to do is, looking at it, is kind of just decide where I'm going to add my extras. I'm happy with this, so I'm going to put all of these down. These are a lot of fun. To have so much variety is really nice. I can spend a lot of time on stickers though, but still, just to get to play and decorate, have everything else done for me, right? Here we go. I'm going to put this here, and I am just peeling what's off the pictures. And then what I'll do is, after I put my photos on, I just use my piercing tool to flick off a piece or two. I just slide my piercing tool underneath and I just flick off one and stick it down on the end. Kind of put the salty, I liked how the salty was kind of rounded. So this is all loose. There we go. For this one here. There we go. And I want to get the sweet. I want to move that over just a little bit. I don't want it to be perfectly centered. Kind of want it to be more here. There we go. So that I have, you know, they're not right underneath each other. Okay. Oh, this is super cute. Now I'm going to bring in next my journaling strips, because I'm going to want those to make sure that those are going to lay out. And I have more journaling strips than I think I need. And they're also, I'm going to go with actually shorter ones. So I'm going to take my journaling strips and snip them on an angle. And I'm going to do all of them a little bit shorter, different sizes, but all of them are just going to have this angle. And I'm just going to keep doing them on the same angle. They do not all have to be the same length. It's a real easy thing to to do to your journaling strips and add a little something. Okay, just going to do one little dot. I'm going to do all my journaling right here. And I'm just attaching with a small amount of adhesive. You just want to make sure you have the right angle that you cut on. There we go. Cute little journaling, all set. All right, right here. All right, I got peanut butter and jelly. Let's see if it's going to fit. It is peanut butter and jelly. All right. Just adding some foam tape. I feel it's almost like you feel spoiled when you get the whole sheet of stickers and you don't have to stretch it. You don't have to save any to go with others. When you get an entire sheet of stickers and it's for one layout, you get to do everything that you want. Like you do it all. All right, here we go. I love how this is looking. Oh, the cookies. Let's add some cookies up here to the top. All right, let's see. I'm going to put the big cookie underneath and tuck it. And then this one, I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape and go on top. I'm really loving the little macaroni noodles and stuff too. And I love the oven mitt that is this green. Some cookies. There we go. And I am going to do on this one, it's a toss up. I really do like them. I definitely want to get the heart cookies on the other one. Whew, I like the little chef hat and all the, gosh, there's so much on here to like. I think I'm going to do the measuring cups here. Those are cute. Yes, the measuring cups for me. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Do you guys ever feel like when you get a paper pack and it has those stickers in it, do you find yourself kind of rationing your stickers? I do. I ration my stickers because I want it to be able to do multiple layouts. But could you imagine if it's here you go? I guess maybe you can. I hope you guys will. I feel spoiled that I can just use all of these stickers with this one layout. I mean, I'm sure you could just add some stuff if you have multiple layouts to do with this theme. You could just grab papers right out of your stash. How cute. Look at that. That is perfect. I love everything about that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give some love to this page over here. Okay, so I have my circle that I haven't done yet, and it has salty. Now, even though this one said sweet, I decided not to put sweet in there. I decided to do sweet, and then I have this little salty over here. I did think about doing a sweet thing here and then maybe a salty thing over here, but I didn't want the pizza. All right, so I decided I would put like little tools or, whatever. Now, this mixer is really cute. I might have to try to get the mixer down here. So tool-wise, let's see the size of the mixer. The mixer is really cute. I think that that's an option. Let's see the size of the measuring spoons. Love this. I think I'm going to do the measuring spoons. We have the measuring cups on the right, and I'm going to do the measuring spoons on the left. Okay. More foam tape. Now, this layout, one of the things that is taking me the longest is obviously at doing the stickers and adding the foam tape. But isn't that also the fun? Like, this is the fun part for me. I love to do, I'll stress over them sometimes, it's the truth, but I love to do the final details. And I'm curious, do you like to do the final details or do you like to do the bones of your scrapbooking, or maybe it's your photos? Okay, I'm going to do them this way. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. It's so well balanced. Okay, so now I have these two and I have lots of room, and I'm definitely going to be adding some words. Let's check. This is red and it's going on red, but I love that they're outlined in white. That is super cute, but let's just check the green one for color purposes. I think it's too big here. I like it down bottom. It's going to go down bottom. All right. Once again, just a little bit of powder. You use baking soda, cornstarch, baby powder. I have an old anti-static pouch that I use. I do try to share that you should never use your anti-static pouch that you use for your heat embossing. If you get adhesive on that and you transfer it to your paper, it can really, really mess up your heat embossing. I might have to do a cycle of heat embossing up here. I have not had my heat embossing equipment out for a while. Okay, there we go. I'll put this one over here at that end. This layout is so much more fun than, I thought it was going to be fun, and it's super cute, but it's a lot more fun than I even thought it was going to be. I will just add my pictures of my kids and be good to go. I'm going to do this a little bit on an angle, I think, but yep, there we go. Nice, cute little clusters there. All right, and we're back. There is a salt and pepper on here, and I just think they're cute, so I'm going to grab those. I do like the little salt and pepper. I think they're super cute. Put them on my sticker rester. Yep, that's my arm. Okay, and then over here, I feel like I want to add a little something. I did want to get this oven mitt on here because I love that it's the green. And this might go here at the bottom for me. I think I'm going to put that at the bottom. And these tools are very cute. There's a whisk. And this is no foam tape. And then there is another one here. I'm just thinking I would like them to be up instead of down. No foam tape on those. We don't want too much dimension next to our cute little chef. And if you're only using one of the chefs, you can decide which side you want it to be, and there's so much to add. There's just a crazy amount left to add. Very, very cute. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do random little confetti or macaroni or the little hearts and stars. Okay, that's going to be really cute. I like these pops of this dark green. It was one of the colors that I pulled off of because I knew that they were going to really stand out. Okay, and we have our oven mitt. There we go. Move that up just a little bit. And now I have salt and pepper, which is super cute, but I just need to decide where I want the salt and pepper. I don't know if I want it to kind of come up or be, I think I want it down at the bottom. I'm going to put the salt down with new foam tape, and then I'm going to do the pepper on a little bit of foam tape. And you can see there is, I've added so many stickers to this page, and there is just a ton left. I do want to get to a couple of the words. My little pepper right there. Okay, so for the words, we have get cooking, eat it, bone up deep, sugar and spice. I think I need the sugar and spice. Okay, so as I'm wrapping up here, I'm going to add my few last word stickers, and you might see that I add them on foam tape. I'd like to share with you a little bit about my story about my kids playing Iron Chef. One night we ended up getting into the original Iron Chef. Now, my kids are no longer kids. I have adults. I have two wonderful adult children, but I have scrapbooking that is decades old. All right, I'm putting this on here so you can see where it's going to go, and then I lift these off to put my own photos down. So just so you can see where I'm going to attach those words. Okay, so after we got into Iron Chef, the kids wanted to play. So it started with visiting a store called Kitchen and Company. And after we went to Kitchen and Company, when we were at Kitchen and Company, they would buy little things here and there to do, I have Lick the Bowl that I'm bringing in now, to decorate, because, you know, presentation is a judging category. So they've got like weird things like olive boats and crazy little tong things. And we would give them a little budget, and it became a nice family thing. And George would always judge, and I was always their helper. So I would help one for 30 minutes, and I would help the other one for 30 minutes. But they would plan their own meals. So they got um, easy cookbooks that they would use. And then we rolled in the grocery store, and we kept rolling in different fun things. Well, it got to the point that they would go to the grocery store, and sometimes they would just shop, and they would have a limited amount of time to shop. And then it went from that to them sometimes having a budget, like, oh, a surprise. And then we went to the secret ingredient, and they would go to the store. But what ended up happening is we realized we were at the store one day, and we used to shop at a local grocery store. And all of a sudden we realized people were watching us. And there were times where I was like, hey, I'm sorry if they're over budget. They're going to have to not do it. Sorry, I get the, I have the memories, and they really warm my heart this day in particular, baked with love. And so we realized, you know, I realized that people were watching us as they were pulling their stuff out of the little, I used to have this little container, just like a Tupperware kind of container. And that's where whatever would go, the secret ingredient, or, you know, you have to use this, whatever the little thing would be. And then they would go in the store, and, you know, I would kind of watch them, and they would stand up, and they would come up the aisles, and it was so cute. And as I looked over, I saw one of them on the phone, and she was like, the Iron Chef kids are here. So two people came up to watch my kids. And apparently what had happened is it had become a fun thing for the people at the grocery store. Anytime they came in, they thought it was something really cute. And I loved it, because here were my kids just having the best time. And yet it became this really nice thing that the store used to, you know, enjoy it as well. So I just remember it very fondly. And yeah, all good things with that. So we ate lots of things, and George did lots of judging, and it was a family favorite of ours, and just really wonderful times to have as a family. And I'll look forward to adding my pictures. Okay, I just reached in my drawer, and I grabbed some of that green bling from my stash. All right. And I'm going to do, as I mentioned, the darker green. I got the little oven mitt on here. It's on this one here. It was just in a couple of places, and I ended up really liking it. I'm going to add some stars and some hearts and some circles. All right. There we go. And I'll just change those up with the sizes. I can feel all of the dust that was created by doing my little foam stickers. We're going to go on this side. I'm just going to do two on this side right here. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to add some to this one as well. I think I'll do a big circle and medium star, a little heart. There we go. And right down here, I think I would like to make sure that I get a couple of little sets down here, just checking the spacing that I have here. Okay, so I'm going to do a large heart here and a medium dot. I'm going to bring in medium dot. Let's do the medium dot here, small star over here, and the medium heart up here. There we go. That looks super cute. I really love it. These stickers really take this layout any direction you want, because there's so many stickers. I mean, look how many we have left. And I used a ton. Now, I didn't use the end sign, the ampersand, to do like sweet and salty or salty and sweet. I really liked them the way I had, but you can also create sweet and salty as a title. I wanted to mention that, but you have so many more things to use. Hey, all you sourdough breakers, there we go. The only thing that I thought about adding was some of the little tidbits, the hearts and the stars and stuff, but I brought that in with my bling, so I'm really happy. And then I think something that is so super cute is our little chef kids that we created here. Created these. Super cute. Fun for a girl and a boy, right? Okay, guys, that's going to do it. This is a little bit longer. Oh, this is a little bit longer for putting one of our quick layouts together, but as you can see, it's because there are just so many embellishments, so many embellishments. Thank you guys for joining me today, making another one of our awesome kits that are being released March 2025, which is, or sorry, May 2025, which is when I'm recording this video. And we just hope that you'll enjoy the wonderful selection we have. If you have an idea for a kit or you want to see us make one and see what we would do with the theme, go ahead and comment below. We love to have those suggestions. And who knows, maybe your suggestion will be chosen. We'll turn it into a kit and you'll get to see what we do. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us out here in the YouTube community. Thank you guys and have a wonderful crafty day. Bye-bye.